Доброго всім ранку. Good morning, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to welcome you to the event dedicated to public-private partnership. And our idea is to promote the involvement of the private sector in developing the country's seaport infrastructure. The government of Ukraine Seaport Development Strategy 2038 defines the technological development of the maritime sector as one of the major priority and foresees attraction of the private and public investment as well as transfer of port industry facilities to the private partners as the main instrument for the seaport development and modernization. We are very grateful for the joint effort of EBRD, IFC, the team of the Ministry of Infrastructure of Ukraine, and the project office Spilno in preparation and delivering of two concessions aiming at expanding modernization and effective operation of the Black Sea ports of Olvia and Kherson. This will increase the port's cargo flow and affect significantly the economic development of Ukraine. I'm very pleased to see that so many respectful domestic and international groups are present today. It proves that there is remarkable progress so far and a great amount of interest at stake. Now we just have the right of benefits of our synergy. We are aiming to prepare and structure PPP projects in accordance with the best international practice and strict compliance with the rules. This will improve the investment attractiveness of Ukraine. The investors will gain the confidence in their decisions to come, to bid, to become a strategic long-term partners of Ukraine. At present, the projects are at the stage of tender documentation approval. The draft tender conditions developed by the Tender Commission for pilot projects agreed with the Ministry of Economic Development and Trade, Ministry of Finance, and are to be approved at the nearest meeting of the Cabinet of Ministers. And I hope it will take place soon. The next step after approval of the tender documentation will be the announcement of the equal, competitive, and transparent tender open to both local, Ukrainian, and international investors. We anticipate announcing the tender in June 2019. I would like to emphasize that despite the political changes in the country, the position of the Ministry of Infrastructure regarding the implementation of PPP mechanism remains unchanged. We are seeking to attract best practices of leading private companies into the public sector, as well as their resources and expertise, so to make Ukraine open for the companies with a worldwide reputation and new technologies. It is important to note that the great demand for infrastructure modernization and involvement of the private investors through the PPP is supported at the highest political level. Moreover, successful implementation of concession projects is one of the major commitments of the government under the memorandum of IMF. The great input of efforts and expertise used for the preparation of these two concessions guarantee a new level of partnership and strong cooperation between the state and the investor in Ukraine. The purpose of this forum is to inform you on our progress and, what is equally important, to receive your valuable feedback as well as your suggestions and comments to the tender documentation in order to build profitable cooperation for both parties. The Ministry of Infrastructure is working hard to ensure that these port concessions are not only successfully implemented, but may serve as a proof of Ukraine's capacity to carry out a high-quality project preparation. We sincerely hope that the implementation of these concessions will lay the foundation for a conceptually new approach to cooperation between investors and the public sector in Ukraine. I want to emphasize that the Ministry of Infrastructure understands that the legal framework behind PPP is changing, and the projects will need to be in line with the regulatory evolution. We expect and do hope that the government-initiated draft law on concessions number 8125, which is currently being prepared for the second reading, will find support from the Parliament's members. In closing, I would like to welcome you once again and to invite to join the implementation of the first PPP in the seaport sector of Ukraine. I wish you a productive forum and hopefully instant investments. Ми знаємо, що зараз йдуть, скажімо так, всесторонні переговори з областю і з містом для того, щоб цей проект був успішний. Я би хотів, щоб ми дійшли до взаємовигідного компромісу, так як це зазначено в концесійному документі. Тому наша спільна пропозиція, щоб ми цього вівторка, 4 червня, зібралися в Міністерстві інфраструктури за участю керівництва Укравтодору, Укрзалізниці, морських портів ОЛВІ і так само запросити мерію і область, щоб ми чітко для себе зробили дорожню карту. Бо ми віримо, що цей проект буде успішний і цей проект має бути доданою вартістю для міста і області в тому числі. Дякую, я вам бажаю плідної дискусії і ви знаєте, що ми завжди до ваших послуг. Спасибі.